Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'm going to play Unreliable Wizard. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I'm set up now to play Unreliable Wizard, or mostly set up. I want to randomize the beginning, so this version does come with 2 of the princess cards, so I did randomize those, and I've got one of them in here. There's the pink one is the original, and the red one is the, I guess, new or alternative one. So I'm just going to give these a quick shuffle. The other spell cards, as well as the second grimoire in here. So going to place 4 on either side of the map. So these are the rewards for the battles. And there are 2 left over. These are starting rewards. I'll take a look at those in a minute. There are 4 basic enemy cards. So I'm going to shuffle these up. And we use 3 of them in the first, second, and third battle spots. The last one's just discarded without looking at it. Same thing here. There are 6 advanced enemy cards. I'm going to shuffle these, place them on the 5 remaining spots, and discard 1. All right, and it's kind of tough to tell, but all these little spaces are different colors. Each color represents a different biome. So these first ones, there's the dark green is jungle. There's the village, the plains, the desert, the volcano. If I remember correctly, this is the city, the ocean, the labyrinth, and then that's the demon castle at the end there. But each of these different zones causes your unreliable wizard protagonist to lose a certain amount of health every time they travel through one of those spaces. So we're going to get started. I've played this game, I think 4 times now, and I think I've won twice. So I'm at 50-50. There's a little bit of luck, but definitely some skill, and it's the skill part where where I'm lacking on my wins. But I really like it. It's quick and simple and fun. So let's see what my other 2 starting things are. I've got the second fire spell, as well as the paladin. I know it's a little ways off, but I'm going to flip the paladin this way. You've got 2 options. So when you do damage, these white cubes represent damage, and it kind of goes up these lanes. That'll make sense in a minute. And then enemies can block with these dark gray cubes in those same lanes. So I can either get 2 water and 1 earth damage, or 2 fire and 1 water. And I think I want to go for fire. I think I've been successful going heavy fire where I can. So the other bonus that the paladin gives me then is protects you from losing 1 health when moving through labyrinths, which is this very last zone there. Not super helpful for a while, and not particularly helpful overall. It's only going to save you, I don't know, I guess 4 health going into the final battle. It's not nothing. So let's get started. I'm going to move my little wizard, Unreliable Wizard meeple across this jungle. So I lose 2 health, and then I get to the first battle. So I go from 30, using this little marker here, down to 28. This is, I think, the most fiddly part of the game for me. If I bump this, it's just ruined. But we're at 28 health, and we're going to go into this first battle. So this is the enemy we're fighting, and the jungle is the modifier. So this enemy is going to block 1 fire, 2 earth, and 2 water. So I'm best off attacking with fire. I've got a bonus of 2 from the paladin. And then if I can happen to get both these cards out, I can do 4, 5, 6. -1 is 5. And that might be enough to just take this thing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, but close to it. So that's what I'd like to try and do. But if I can't get fire, then water would be next best. Because there's 2 block for earth, 2 block for water. I have no earth bonus, but 1 water bonus. So I'm going to take these 3 cards. This is how battle works. You shuffle them up, and you decide how many you want to draw. It's the number of cards that you picked minus 1 is the max. So I can only draw up to 2, and for each card I draw, I'm going to lose 1 health. So I am going to draw 2. So my health goes down 2. And this unpredictability is what makes me unreliable as a wizard. All right, so I got fire 1 and water 1. So fire 1 gives me 2, plus 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3 damage. Earth, I didn't even cast, so 0, minus 2, so that doesn't do anything. And now water 2 is, the top water spell gives me 2, plus 1 is 3, minus 2 is 1. Go down to here. And now the counterattack is at 1. So I go down 1, and now we do another round. What I'm going to do this time, I'm going to leave this card out. I'm going to take this one. If I cast... Oh, I guess that's not true. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll push my luck a little. So if I cast just fire, I win. If I cast just water, I'm going to take 1 more hit. And if I cast just earth, I'm going to have to go another round and take a hit. So, but I'm trying to minimize my damage from drawing cards. So I'm going to take only 1 card, and it's water. That's too bad. I was hoping for fire. So 1, 2, 3, minus 2 is 1. So this goes down 1, and I take 1 more damage. Would have been better off drawing 2 and getting fire. I'm going to do the same thing again now, though. As long as I get anything but earth, I'll win. So I'm going to take 1. Earth, no. So I do 2 damage. It's block 2, so nothing happens, and I take another hit. Can't let that keep going. I can end it for sure if I take 2 cards. I'm just going to take 1. This one. Okay, so I took 1, so water does 2 damage. Plus 1 is 3. Minus 2 is 1. Enemy's defeated. I gain 2 health back. 1, 2. So this enemy's gone. Just out of the game. And I get this reward now, which is the porcupine. And I'm going to go this way. I really like the other benefit, but I'm trying to boost up fire, I think. So if I happen to stumble across a certain enemy type, they'll lose 2 health at the beginning of the battle. So there's porcupine and paladin. I'm building up my party here, so you can see these lanes with the symbols are additive, plus the bonuses. Okay. So now we're going to move 1 through the village, lose 1 health, and now move again, and I land on another battle space. So we're going to fight this monster in the village. Let's cover up jungle. I think what they really want you to do, let me give it a shot. I find it's a little too fiddly. My cards go everywhere. But do that. And then this. So all the lanes are kind of all lined up. All right, and this monster doesn't have any special type, so my porcupine bonus doesn't apply. So I just go straight into the battle. If I can just draw a regular fire, I'll win. Water wouldn't be bad. I'm not going to go for the big spell. I'm just going to grab these 3 and shuffle them. Just the 3 basic ones. I'm going to draw 2. As long as I get fire, so 2/3 chance, I'll win. So these 2. 1, 2 health I lose. Okay, there's fire and water. So when we cast this basic fire spell, that's 2 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This enemy's defeated. I gain 1 health. Put this card over here. And the next bonus card, is the second grimoire. So this is the second set of spells that I can do. But all of these spells require either the gray card or the bottom of the ocean type card, the water type card, which I don't have. So I can't use any of those spells right now, but at least I've got the spell book for later. And I can keep going now. So I'm going to move onto this village space and lose 1. And then onto this desert space, lose 2. Now this space gives me 6 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's one time. I can't, if I ever go back there, you don't get the bonus again. See how this thing slides around? It's a little bit painful. Okay. Now this desert space, I lose 2. This plains space, I lose 1. And I will dip down into this battle here. So it's going to be this enemy on the plains. So we got to slide that down. I like how every terrain type has a different effect in battle. It's neat. Okay, so there's going to be 1 block on fire, 2 on earth, 1 on water. Either a fire or a water would get me a victory. Earth would be bad. So I'll probably take my chances again. 2 and 3 chance of victory if I just draw 1 card. All right, that one. No! So I drew 1 card. That does 2 damage, and 2 gets absorbed, so nothing happens. And then I get hit back, I lose 3. Oh, man. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Let's draw 1 card. Okay, so I drew 1, I take a damage. So for that one, this water spell does 2 damage, 3, 4. 1 is blocked, so 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, that's enough. I heal 1 for defeating that enemy. And my reward is the monk. I've got the monk now. So I'm trying to stack fire, and either way I get 1. But if I go this way, I get 2 on earth, and this way is just 1 for earth. So I think I'll take the damage. I'm going real aggressive this game, trying to do damage. Really, because my last game ended in a failure because I couldn't do enough damage. Okay, let's keep moving now. Put my spells here. So I'm going to go up 1 on these planes. So lose 1. Go to this space, gain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I go here and lose 2. 1, 2. And go here. And this is the first battle with the stronger enemies. And we're in the desert. So let's scoot this down to desert. So it's going to block the fire a little bit. And when this enemy has a lot of fire blocking. So I've got a bonus of 5, and this one blocks 5. So that's not great because I leaned real heavy into fire, but I could definitely do earth. And this enemy has a type, but neither of my bonuses will help with that. So how do I want to attack this thing? With these 4 magic spell cards, my only options are level 2 fire and then the 3 level 1 spells. None of these other spells I'm going to be able to cast, which is going to hinder me a little bit. My best bet is still the double fire spell. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get injured, but I think I'm going to take all 4 of these and shuffle them and grab 3. The worst case scenario would be to get water, earth, and the bottom fire, because I can't do anything with bottom fire without top fire. So there's a 1 in 4 chance. That's really going to hurt. Okay, let's take these 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see what I've got. Okay. The double fire and the water. So let's do double fire first. That gives me 4. And then there's an additional 5, and then it blocks 5. So 4 is going to be the total damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the water spell does 2, 3, 4. Minus 2 is 2. 1, 2. So it's only got 1 hit left. That's a bad place to be because it's actually going to do 6 damage to me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's quite a bit. That hurts. But now I don't have to take as much risk. I think any of the basic spells will get me at least 1 damage. So any one of them should be fine. So I take 1. Fire. So these 5 cancel out with those 5. 2 get through. The enemy is defeated. And I get 2 health back. And my reward is I found the hero. So this hero ability, all terrain types that you travel through, you only lose 1 health, but it gives the enemy 1 block of each type. Because I guess apparently that's that strong, but that makes me nervous. I don't want to give them any blocks. I'm going to take this, and it gives you no attack bonuses, but at the end of every combat turn, the enemy loses 1 health, which I rather like. So let's tuck this in here. So the only party member I'm missing is the princess. And then I'm missing all the other magic cards. So the bottom water type, the bottom earth type, and then the gray connector piece. So I could use those for sure. All right, so let's keep moving through the desert here. That's not... Well, I'm going to move down. I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, I lose. Then I go onto this space, which is +4. I've already used it, so I don't gain the bonus. Now I go on this plane space, lose 1, lose 1. And up to this battle spot here in the volcano type. So, again, this is stronger enemy. The volcano has blocking against water. 2 block against water is the bonus for that terrain type. Oof, and this enemy has 1 block for water, 3 for earth, and 2 for fire. But I do trigger this enemy type with my monk's bonus. This enemy is going to lose 2 health right at the beginning of battle, so that helps. And I think I can really hurt this thing if I can do the double fire. Either the basic earth spell or the basic water spell will get 1 damage through. So those are equal, but I want double fire. That would be great. So I'm just going to take these 3 and shuffle, and I'm going to draw 2 of them. I'm getting pretty low on health, which makes me nervous. 1, 2. Okay, so basic fire and basic earth. So basic earth does 2, 3, 4, and then 3 are blocked, so that's 1. Basic fire is going to do 2, and there's 2 block, and then I've got an additional 5, so it's going to be 5 that gets through. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was pretty lucky. So I gain 2 health. Enemies defeated. And this bonus is that gray block piece. So by getting that gray piece, I can do the level 3 fire spell here. And with the pieces I have, I can also do the healing spell with the top water piece, the gray piece, and the bottom fire piece. If I put those 3 together, I can heal 8, which probably a decent idea. I could use some health. So there we go. Let's keep moving. So I'm going to go onto this volcano space and lose 3 health. 1, 2, 3. Move onto this city space and lose 1. And I'm really in trouble. I need some health. Well, I think I'm just going to move directly onto this battle space. And that's gonna cause me some pain pretty quickly. But we are in city, so we've got to switch this card over, and that messed up all these other cards, and I'm not going to fix it too much because they're going to get messed up again in a second. All right, so there's going to be 3 block for water, 4 for earth, and 1 for fire. So fire is going to be my friend here. I do have this porcupine's bonus for this enemy type, so it's going to lose 2 health right off the top of the battle. I've only got 1 health left. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab everything I need for the healing spell, but also the other fire for a big fire attack. So I've got 4 cards. I'm going to draw 3 of them. And no matter how many I draw, I'm on 1 health now, so I'm going to be out of health. So the way that works is I draw, that's plenty shuffled, okay. I draw 3, so I'm out of health, so I need to discard somebody from my party, and then I gain 8 health. And you don't have to worry about calculating negatives or anything. So I'm going to get rid of the hero who wasn't giving me any bonus attack for fire, although I was getting 1 extra damage at the end of each round. But man, in my last game, that was really causing me more headache than it was worth. I was always landing on the wrong space on the enemy track and getting beat up. Okay. That goes there. Line this back up as best I can. Okay, so now I get 8 health. 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see what 3 cards I drew. Okay, I drew the ones. Oh, no, I didn't. So I can't do the healing spell because I need bottom fire. I can't do any especially strong fire spells, again, because I don't have bottom fire. So unfortunately, all I can really do is the basic fire spell and the basic water spell. Let's start with the basic water spell. That does 2, 3, 4, minus 3, so it's just going to be 1 damage. Where in the world was this thing? It must have only had been hit. Well, just the beginning of battle, it had lost 2. Or what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 3 is 1. And now the fire spell does 2, plus 5 is 7, minus 1 is 6. That's pretty good, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. So I get 3 health back. That worked out all right, I suppose. And now I get the bottom earth spell. So I'm missing the bottom water spell and the princess. Probably 2 of the most important cards coming in at the end. All right, so we can keep moving. And I'm going to move 1 here in the city. So I lose 1. And then onto this volcano, gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'll get net 2 health out of this, but I'm going to move onto the ocean space and lose... Oh, no, I won't. Okay, I'll move onto the city space and lose 1. Then onto this ocean space and lose 2. Onto this space, gain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I move across these 2 ocean spaces, lose 2, lose another 2, and then battle. So I'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4, and go into battle here against this enemy in the ocean. Ocean has a lot of fire blocking, which I suppose makes some sense. Luckily, this enemy is not heavy on fire blocking. That's going to help. And what enemy type is this? I don't know what the names are, but the type is the type that the monk will give me 2 damage at the start of combat, which is helpful. So I think I'm going to take the 2 fire spells and this 1 earth spell. I guess the one combination I don't want to get is top earth and bottom fire, because I can't do anything with that. I'm going to draw 2. So I lose 1, 2 health, and I get Top and bottom fire. That's great. So that's 4 damage plus 5 minus 4. So that's 5 damage in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The enemy's defeated. I gain 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's the bottom water spell. Very handy for the advanced spell types. And that means this is going to be the princess. So let's head that way. Moving over the ocean. Really the only question is, do I want this 8 health before this battle or after? And I mean, as long as I don't die, it shouldn't matter. So I guess I'd rather have the health sooner. I think the math works out the same. So lose 2, lose another 2, and then gain 8. So lose 2, gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know I could have combined those. It's fine. Now I'm going to move through a labyrinth, which was this bonus from very early on. So instead of losing 3 health, I'll lose 1. That's good. And go into this battle. So let's slide this down. We're in the labyrinth now. Fighting this enemy. So there's going to be 4 block against fire. 5 block against earth. Only 1 block against water. So water is going to be pretty strong in this instance. In fact, just as strong as my fire spells, believe it or not. So I want to be careful. I know I'm going into the final battle soon. This enemy can do some serious damage. I think I want to be able to cast the healing spell if possible. And then if I could do something else with those same cards, I think I'm just going to throw this other water one in there. Maybe I'll throw the other fire too. So out of these 5, I intend to take 3. That seems reasonable to me. And this enemy, I don't remember if I said this, has no type, so I don't get any bonus damage at the start. 1, 2, 3 out of 5. 1, 2, 3. That was the worst possible outcome. I cannot cast any of the spells. Let's see if I get any damage with what I just have naturally. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fire. Minus 4, so at least I get 1 there. I have 2 earth against 5, nothing. 2 water against 1 water, so I do get 1 more. So that was super painful, and now I'm going to take a hit of 5 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ouch. There's no way that'll happen twice in a row, right? Let's take those same 5 cards. We're going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Okay, so fire 1 and then level 2 lightning. So this fire spell is 1, 2 plus 5 is 7. Minus 4 is 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. So at least I'm down to the lower tier. Earth again does nothing. Water does 4, 5, 6. Minus 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3. The enemy's defeated. So I gain 2 health back. Not very much. This enemy goes away. And I get the princess. And it looks like it is the original princess. And this top ability, which gives no bonuses, would have been super awesome to have earlier. You can basically draw up to 2 cards for free during combat without taking damage when you're casting spells. But I'm going to use this side since we're at the end. At the end of every combat round, the Demon Lord, who's the final boss, loses 2 health. And then you also get some bonuses here. So let's tuck the princess card in here. Welcome aboard, princess. Glad to have you. Glad the princess does something active. Just as helpful as everybody else here. Okay, so that's the end of that battle. So now I need to move across the labyrinth. I still have this bonus from the paladin, so I only lose 1 health as I move across the labyrinth. 1. And now I go into the final battle against Terra, which does have a stand, but you wouldn't be able to see it then. That's there for your enjoyment. Here, I'll put the wizard like this now. So I'm fighting Terra, who has 5 block against each type. So I have all of my types of spells here. So what do I want to do? I might still be prudent to try and cast a healing spell. I think I really want to do this one, though, and just do a ton of fire damage and see if I can just wreck it. So what does all that look like? For the healing spell, well, what do I need? This to do a lot of damage. For the healing, I need these two. Oh, and for this one's upside down. I need this one for a bunch of damage. These 3 for healing. So I'm going to take these 4, 5, 6 cards and draw 4. 4 is the maximum you can ever draw. And that's going to do a lot of damage to me to draw 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm down to 5 health. And what do I have? Top fire. Oh, I was 1 card away from getting the super strong spell. I also did not get the healing spell, so that's a bummer. I can do this, and then this has no purpose. I could do this spell here, which is probably the best I'm going to be able to do. So let's do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 fire damage, plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, minus 5. So 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like a lot, but it's not against this boss. And then also 2 earth damage, plus these 3 is 5, and the 5 is blocked. So I'm not going to do anything else. And then the princess's ability kicks in, 2 more damage. 1, 2. And now Terra attacks back with 4 damage to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go into the next round, and Terra regains 2 damage. Or 2 health. 1, 2. Okay. And to draw any cards, I'm going to end up losing one of my companions again. Just looking at what I've got, I think it's going to be the monk. But I think I'm going to use the same strategy. Out of these 6 cards, I'm going to draw 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm out of health. I've decided I'm going to lose the monk. Who will be missed. Monk is gone. That puts me back up to 8 health. Take a look at my card draw. Interesting. So I can do a fire spell and a water spell. I didn't really do the math on that up front. I wonder what this will do. So the fire spell is 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus 5. So it's going to be 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. The water spell is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 5 is 2. 1, 2. Now the princess's effect comes in, another 2. And Terra attacks back now at 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Brings me down to 5 health. And then regains 2 health. Okay, so we're going into the next round. I've got to do 5 damage. How can I best guarantee that? I need to change. I'm not going to try and heal myself anymore. The big spell with fire would be great, but it's a little bit overkill. I could win with just this. What can I combo this with? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out the water spells. I'm going to add in this. And I'm going to draw 3 cards. So if I draw these 3, I've got a 1 in 4 chance of drawing that, and I'll win. If I draw these 3, I've got a 1 in 4 chance, and I will get seriously injured. And could lose the game. If I get these 3, I think I'll win. And if I get these 3, I think I'll win. So I think I've got like a 50% chance of winning. I already forgot. There's 4 combinations, and half of them are good. I think 1 is catastrophic. I love those odds. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Catastrophe. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So I do no damage. And Tara now does 3 back to me. So that takes me out. Well, I guess before that, the princess still does 2 damage. That's still 3 to me. That's really bad. Shoot. Now I got to get rid of somebody. I got to get rid of the princess because I need the rest of the damage. Which, like, the whole point of this thing is sort of to save the princess, but she seemed like she kind of was watching out for herself anyway. I need all this extra fire damage. Need. And now Tara goes back up to 1, 2, and I won't get that sweet bonus anymore from the princess. And since I've now discarded the princess, I'm back up to 8 health. So this is probably my last shot. All I need to do is not draw the exact same thing again. That would be awful. But I got a 1 in 4 chance. Don't let that gambler's fallacy fool you. These 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, the same thing. That's miserable. So I do no damage back. I get hit 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 2 health, and now Tara regains 2. And now I've got a much bigger problem on my hands. So I don't have the princess counteracting that, and I'm going to lose somebody else. And I'm not going to have much bonus damage. Oh, this is just catastrophic. I'm going to have to go real big for this, I think. I just can't believe I drew that twice. I need this. I need both of these. And I need this. And then I need 1 burner card. It's going to be the gray one. Okay. This is it. So I've got, I guess, a 1 in 5 chance of success. Man. I feel awful about this. I draw 4 cards. So that takes me out. I got to lose one of them. I don't even know that it matters. It doesn't matter. They're identical at this point. Get rid of the paladin. It's just me and the porcupine. I like it that way. Prickly like me. So 8 health. And I've got water. Oh, okay, that's bad. There's my burner card. I've got top water and gray and top fire. It's not even bottom fire. Thought I could do the healing spell at least. Oh man. Well, what can I do? Suppose I can do this and I can do this. If I do this, it's 1, 2, 3 against 5. That's nothing. If I do this, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 5. That's 1 damage. Plus 2 against 5 is nothing. So I do 3, or I get hit 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I didn't even draw down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm down to 1 health. And Derek goes up 2. So I'm toast at this point. But I'm going to try the same combination again anyway, just for fun. Man, I was so close. I was so close. I can't believe I drew the same 1 in 4 chance bad hand twice in a row, right at the end of the battle. Bad luck, but we're going to finish it. So I'm going to draw 4 cards. I'm out of health, so I'm going to have to discard the porcupine. That brings me back up to 8 health, but I have no more bonuses. No more. So I've got nothing of use. It's maybe the same thing. No, this is similar to what I drew, but worse. But now, without my bonuses, I do 4 fire damage and 2 earth. None of that gets through. So I do no damage to Terra, who then does 4 back to me. Oh, and I drew 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am defeated. Oh, man. I was just 1 spell away. Thought I had it. Rough final battle, but that's okay. That's what keeps you coming back. So that was Unreliable Wizard, and I think I proved as unreliable as promised. But I hope you had a good time anyway. I did. And I'm going to come back and try this again in a couple weeks, I think, on double mode, which is a faster version of the same game. So I don't know that I've tried it out yet, but I'm wondering how that changes the dynamic. But anyway, that's Unreliable Wizard. If you're still here and you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe and leave a like and share it. Leave some comments. Do all those things. Create 10 burner accounts and do it again. I don't mind. And I'll be back next week with something else. So until then, have a great week, and I'll see you later. Thanks.